The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome everybody to a beautiful February Tuesday here at the Big Voice Studio. DJ Garan Coons, Communications Officer for the Winnebago Tribe, joined in the studio here today. We have some guests, and then we also have our regular crew. So we'll take our right to left approach. Go for it.
Hello, everybody. Good day. I am Bethani Redhorn, the Communications Office Manager for the Big Voice Radio. I am DJ Bethani.
All right. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
We also have
Michelle Parker, Ho-Chunk Community Development Corporation.
We got to give you a DJ name. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
And then final, let's see here. Get you some microphone. Go for it.
There. Are we on? Is this on?
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Chamberlain, editor for the Winnebago Indian News.
We have a stacked show here today. We have some special guests, and then we also have some announcements that we're going to be making. Today, we have Tyler that needs your help because we're going to have the answer is she has a lifeline in her pocket, and we're going to find out. With it being Super Bowl week, we're going to be talking about that as well. We have some guests from Thor. Thor is going to make an appearance here today. I'll tell you what that's going to stand for. We have also Michelle is going to be talking about some cool things. Last Bear Moon is going to be a subject of topic of discussion. And then we have the Winnebago Indian News. So I know, Michelle, you want to get your information out before we go into the Winnebago Indian News, and then we'll let you get going.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, go for it.
Well, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to give my final push for free tax filing assistance this Saturday.
How much?
Free, $0.
Free 99.
The only time you have to, or the only payment you have to give up is time.
Okay.
So this Saturday, February 8th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Last year it was 9 to 3, so we're extending it 2 hours.
Yeah.
We'll be at the Woodland Trails building, which is 214 Ho-Chunk Plaza North, Winnebago, Nebraska.
Now, it's pretty interesting because make note of that address there. A lot of people here in Winnebago know about it, but we have some people in the Siouxland area. And it used to be 509, remember that?
Yes.
Back in the days.
Yeah, and then we were notified by Postal that we got to change our address, which is crazy.
So what is it now?
It's 214.
214.
So if people who follow landmarks, when you get to the DG, go straight up to the statues, hang a left, we're right there. We're the only oddly shaped building in the Ho-Chunk Village. So it's north of the statue garden. I always tell people that.
You get all the workers up there ain't odd though, right? I mean.
Oh no. I'm probably the oddest one there.
But I did point out. Did you know we have that section coming up too?
Oh yes.
But did you know that the only stairwell that is curved in Winnebago belongs to Woodland Trails? Pretty cool.
Yeah, and try running up those about 3-4 times a day. You get a workout.
Okay, so free tax. What do you need to bring?
You need to bring picture ID. Any verification of social security numbers for yourself and any dependents you may have. Your spouse, if you're a married couple, both need to be, you and your spouse both need to be there. I got a unique question via social media asking about underage persons.
Oh, okay.
I recommend bringing your guardian with you, anybody that's willing to help you sign documents. I'm not really sure. That's a good question to ask when you get there.
Okay.
Stop by if you're not sure, just to ask the question. That was a really good question. I want to emphasize, if you want, we're not like really assigning appointments, but it would be really good to get a head count. So if you want to call 402-878-2192, ask for me, or leave a message with your name, and then people can get that information to me. The best way is to email me, mparker@hccdc.org.
Okay.
And it would just basically let me know if you're coming in the morning or in the afternoon. So far, I have about 13 people signed up, and only one of them signed up for an afternoon.
Okay.
So if you come in, it'll be first come, first serve. So I'll have a list of names, but just because your name's above another person's doesn't mean you're gonna go first. It just depends on when you get there.
Okay.
So if I come in at 9, somebody comes in at 9:15, they're more than likely gonna take the 9 o'clock before the 9:15 person.
Sounds good. All right, it's that season, so income tax refund time, right? So if you are interested in doing it, they are going to get you. They're going to run you through the system, everything. You just need to bring those IDs. Again, if you have any questions for her, go for it.
Direct deposit, bank routing number, account number. Just bring a deposit slip that should most likely have all that information. Also, I recommend doing direct deposit because it takes longer if you get a check.
Yeah. Nowadays, back in the days and stuff, everybody used to go to the website, and then you're on step 3. Come on, you turn green. But should happen if you do it right. Should happen around last Bear Moon Power. Oh,
Yeah.
more incentive. You know what I mean?
Cashy, yeah.
There you go, guys.
Get those vendors up.
Yep, for sure.
I also want to push people to utilize the contact information, not social media. I've been getting a couple inquiries via social media. If you do ask me anything about the free tax assistance, I'm gonna automatically reply, please email, and then I'll give my email, mparker@hccdc.org. I just don't want to go through that dialogue on social media. It's just too much work. It's easier for email or phone call.
Okay.
And this is happening on a Saturday. I am working, I'm thinking maybe March, early April, for a weekday free income tax assistance.
Okay.
So this probably won't be the only event that I'll be having. The other one will be on a weekday and evening hours.
All right. I do have a question. Like,
Sure.
some of the people have side gigs and stuff. If they didn't get their you know what I mean, did some work
1099s.
or 1099s yet, can they still come and see you guys?
I think they will have to have all the documents.
Okay.
It's just easier for them. One thing I will say, I did get some unique questions. Somebody asked, do they do back taxes? I think they can go all the way back 3 years. For sure, too. I've seen them do 2 years. So if you haven't filed last year, they're more than likely going to help you file 2023 and 2024.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have all the information for both years. A good rule of thumb is to have your most recent tax documents. So
Okay.
like, let's say you only filed in 2022, you skip 23, bring that 2022 tax file, the return documents, and they'll help you.
Yeah, and these guys know how to tax prep for natives, right?
Yes, they make
'Cause-
sure that they're aware that they're working on an Indian reservation. They'll be able to answer questions, and also I think they're going to leave contact information for each individual if they have questions after that date.
Okay.
So it won't be, I mean, I can more than likely point you in the right direction if you lose the contact, but I personally will not be able to answer when you're going to get your refund, specific tax questions, but I can get you to the right person if you contact me. But I will emphasize, you need to contact this individual and make sure that individual gives them the right email or phone number for their specific tax questions.
Very nice. Tyler, Brian, Bethany, you guys have any questions for this free tax filing assistance?
No.
Okay, all right, you
Just wanna
covered it.
reiterate, this Saturday, February 8th, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., Golden Trails.
There you go. Good one. All
Thank
right,
you for
thanks
having me.
Yes, thank you. And next time, bring your moral support again. All right, we're going to transition, folks. Make sure we... Is that you guys' signal?
Yes, it's such a victorious little fanfare, isn't it? I feel. Again, it sounds like the Hunger Games to me. It's like, which district are we from, Tyler?
Winnebago Indian News, what you guys got? Go for it.
So, of course, we are in midweek, and last time around we printed the first edition from February. So February 1st, 2025 had that issue. And there's a lot of good information in there. Of course, the lead story was the Winnebago tribe hired their new chief executive officer, and that, of course, is the one and only Darla LaPointe. She comes to the Winnebago tribe again from the Winnebago Public School, where she was an elementary teacher. I forget which grade, though. but I'm sure she'll tell you. She also introduced herself in the article as well. And she was also our first female chairwoman of the Winnebago Tribal Council. And so Darla has quite a bit of experience, and her new post as the Chief Executive Officer is on its way, and we introduce her in that article. Also, it's kind of exciting because the Winnebago Indian News is now going to be the source for the Winnebago Public School Board's minutes. So you'll be able to see meeting announcements, as well as what has transpired at each of their meetings that they have. So that began also in the February 1st issue. So look for that in the coming days and coming months, coming years. And then, of course, what we're featuring and what you guys, I'm sure, will talk about quite a bit, the poster for the last Bear Moon Powwow is also featured in this issue. We wanted to get it out as soon as possible. So all of the details are in the February 1st issue. So if you have anything or need anything up from the powwow poster for the last Bear Moon Powwow, you can see it in the Winnebago Indian News, as well as splattered all over the Winnebago Tribe's social media.
For sure, for sure. Who was the masthead this year? What clan?
This last time around was the Eagle Clan.
Nice.
I think it's Chashep.
And they have a description of that. You guys posted a description
Yes,
of what
yes.
the Eagle Clan.
Yep.
I got a good compliment about that. A lot of people really appreciate that.
Yeah,
And the
we've
colors,
been doing that.
The
Yeah.
color scheme is a little bit different. So each episode or each issue is unique to a new issue, which I really like that grand scheme and stuff too. So Bagel Bits, Tyler, what you got?
Good morning, everybody. I kind of recapped the little local events going on around town. January 24th, WCHS or 12 Clans held a public nursing event, like covering smoking. So they kind of want to get the older people above 55 to come in and get a screening of their lungs and those 20-pack a year smoking. I don't know what that is, but if you smoke a lot, get checked out.
Yeah, it's pretty. They can help you out and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of relatives, and we kind of grew up in that era where Marlboro Man was on billboards and smoking, and you know, you had to smoke to be cool, right? Now that year is past. A lot of health effects and everything too.
Smoking's out. Come on, guys, put it down. Jeez.
But at the same, well, I just got to tell you a little squirrel moment story. We went up and played darts at the Midwest Championship, darts in Sioux Falls, and it's a no-smoking venue. But man, the people outside, you had to dodge and do some ninja moves to get through there because it was just lined up with smokers and stuff, But it is pretty nerve-wracking. I could see, understand why, but
They have to relax or what outside of the paranoid? I don't know.
Yeah, it is pretty.
But it also reminds you of the high school days, especially junior high, when you're supposed to be inside, but you weren't, and those naughty kids. Because I saw them. No, just kidding.
Well, I mean, like,
out
what is it?
trying to
Ozzy Osbourne had, or not Ozzy, but what's the one song? I'm gonna give you a trivia here, but smoking in the bathroom. That was a song.
Yes, smoking in the boys' room.
Was it Motley Crue?
Yeah, I was thinking of because the original artist, but it was redone by Motley Crue.
Dang, that's crazy. That is crazy. Anything else?
Congratulations to the Lady Indians Junior High basketball team for winning the
there you
BR
go.
tourney.
For real.
Congrats to them.
Got some
Big
hardware.
Blue.
There you go, for sure.
Or do they get called Little Blue?
Baby blue.
And then the last thing, Ho Chunk Renaissance held a family game night
Yes.
in Ho Chunk. So it's pretty cool. They always have some nice gifts
Is that
and
Wajoki?
just to learn more Hokak. What was that?
Joky. Yeah, they had some real nice
Yeah, the
shirts.
T-shirts were awesome, and so if you had an opportunity to go down and participate, and you got one of those shirts, because I seen people wearing them around, I'm like, man, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I always like seeing what people come up with, because the health department always does a great job. Renaissance is getting in the game with it as well, but I like what they come up with their designs. It's really good.
Very
So,
nice, cool. Well, thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Do we get any hints for the answer is coming up?
Yes, be prepared to go south. Let me say it that way. So,
Go ahead and
so who's playing today?
Tyler and Bethany.
Oh yeah, who the winner last time?
Was Tyler.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
no, Bethany.
Yeah.
So she
I
gets the
looked at that.
lifeline.
So
I'm
she
sorry.
gets a lifeline. Yeah, let's make that.
Came out of nowhere.
So we will be ready.
Are we going to do that? Did you know before they leave?
Hey,
Sorry.
Yeah, we can.
Wait, don't leave. Don't leave.
Okay.
So we all know.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. Oh, I like
Do
it.
a little dance.
Yeah.
All right. right, so if you didn't know, if you've been living under a rock, I always like when you say that, but 10 facts about Black History Month. So that is the month of February. So Black History Month began as Negro History Week in 1926. And there's also a talk about Black students protesting for Black History Month in 1968. And so members of Black United States, which was shortened as BUS, at Kent State University walked out protesting disorderly conduct charges against students participating in sit-ins, according to ASALH. BUS's successful student activism helped establish 3 Black Studies departments in institutes on campus. And then also February honors Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Black History Month happens in February for a good reason. Woodson selected February in honor of Frederick Douglass's and Abraham Lincoln's birth dates. Gonna go to the next one. Black History Month themes change yearly. So every year, ASALH selects an overarching theme for Black History Month. And so the very first Black History Month theme was Civilization, a World Achievement. The 2023 Black History Month theme was Black Resistance. So I have to look at what 2025's theme is going to be. Civil rights leaders popularized Black History Month. Black History Month honors prominent Black Americans. National organizations sponsor Black History Month. That's like the Smithsonian Institution, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, the Library of Congress, the National Park Service. Also, countries worldwide celebrate Black History Month. Dr. Jean Augustine is known as the mother of Black History Month in Canada for establishing the celebrations in 1995, just like in the U.S., celebrations occur in February. Black History Month takes place in October throughout the Netherlands, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. While the UK's initial focus was on Black American history, the country now focuses on celebrating Black British history. And then HBCUs, historical Black colleges and universities, were established to provide higher education opportunities to Black Americans. Established in 1837, Cheyney University of Pennsylvania was the first HBCU. And today there are over 100 HBCUs in existence. And then lastly, Black History Month recognizes all African American experiences. So as of 2022, Black Americans account for 13.6% of the U.S. population, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. That's over 45 million different lived experiences across the country. Each African American experience is honored during Black History Month. And so.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you for reading that.
Real
It's
quick.
the beginning of the month, and I know that when I went to college, I here in high school and stuff, there was a few of my friends and stuff, but one of my best friends in college, really, I brought him over for a tour to the reservation, and there was a lot of similarities for where he grew up. You know, I mentioned this is the ghetto and this is the new ghetto, and he's like, yeah, we have the ghetto, we have the projects and stuff. So, and it was really cool because I seen him 10 years after, and he was very involved in kind of the outspoken of the history of African Americans and Blacks and their plight, kind of, and how ours are almost similar, you know, and there's similar things, there's things that are different and stuff too, so appreciate that.
Yeah, and then lastly, just what I mentioned about wanting to find the 2025 theme for Black History Month. It is African Americans and Labor. They set out to highlight and celebrate the potent impact of this work. So African Americans and Labor.
Right on.
So
Cool.
that's our. Did you know for this week?
Yeah, did you know? I did not know that. Yeah, that's a lot of history on there. I knew of February because it's a short month.
Yeah.
You know, like we have November, and I think that
Usually
Hispanic.
the comedians say that as well.
Yeah, it's
So
real
like,
short
How
and
come
stuff.
we get the shortest month?
So, February. You make sure to, yeah,
Oh, I love that.
good awareness. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for, guys. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Winnebag on the news.
See you in a
Appreciate you
bit.
guys.
Not to lose. I'm shaking in my boots, Tyler.
Okay, we'd like to call up our next guest here from the Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation. We have the executive director, and we also have some gentlemen that are going to be joining us. This is going to be from what they call Thor, but we have to explain Thor a little bit. You know, there's a lot of Marvel fans out there that would probably perk up, right?
Yeah.
But Thor stands for Trails Have Our Respect. Trails have our respect. So with that, I'm gonna turn it on over to these guys to give a good introduction to all our Big Voice listeners out there. We'll start with Christine. Go for it.
All right, hana chini kadigi. Hani chara haipi. Maikate rajara Christina ka hikairena. Hochung rajara wakjaki nani hikairena. Wakjaki yaki karachana. Martina di Koraga hi unihara. Randy di Koraga hi achara. And my name is Christine Earth. I'm the executive director for Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation. And like Michelle said, we're located near the Statue Garden in Winnebago, Nebraska. I represent my tribe, a Winnebago tribal member. And I'm here today representing my corporation and my community. So I just want to thank the Big Voice for allowing us to come on. And I wanted to thank Lorelei DeCora, you know, one of our hardworking tribal leaders who encouraged us to come on and really share one of the really neat projects that we're working on here in Winnebago. And Ho Chunk Community Development really works hard to develop relationships and build partnerships, you know, not only with the community of Winnebago, but also any organization that has like-minded goals, such as ours. And so today I'm in collaboration with Thor, Trails Have Our Respect, and together we hope to organize our community and to build some infrastructure and opportunities that really get people moving. We really want to connect with nature and foster healthy, resilient children, strong families, vibrant neighborhoods that can retain the people and talent, you know, to thrive in recreation. So again, thank you, Bethany. Thank you, Garan. We're really thankful for this beautiful day in Winnebago and get to be here.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction. Appreciate it. And just kind of give some history for their listeners and stuff. Me and Christine, we went to high school together and everything. And my best friend, you know, you guys have that relationship and everything. But OC, and we used to go around to powwows and sing a lot, do sports and everything. But I think I graduated before you, and then you graduated the year after. But you went on to go grab your degrees as well, too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. I got a solid writing skills in high school from Miss Stacy Brosh.
Yeah, she's still there.
Yep. And she really pushed me, you know, to join speech class and to really hone my skills in writing. And so I joined speech class. I remember bringing home a couple trophies, you know, kind of surprised myself, but I really enjoyed things like that. And so then I took it a step further, you know, signed up at Little Priest Tribal College. And it's really a great foundation school.
Yeah,
sure. I remember graduating on a Saturday, so inspired. By that Monday, I was at school at UNL.
Nice.
So I joined the University of Nebraska-Lincoln program, got my teaching degree, and then I went back again, actually for a third time now.
Wow.
But I did get a master's degree in education with a focus of language literacy and culture. Then I spent a number of years in the public school, you know, assisting on some grants and really trying to keep our language and culture alive. But again, really building relationships, you know, and really fostering that. Because I know we didn't have a lot of that in high school, you know, where people are talking to us, you know, what it means to treat somebody good and what it means to, if there's a discouragement or miscommunication, to just, you know, go up to them and talk to them and really just work it out and, you know, move on. And so I really like to share that talent with people of, you know, we're all a small community. We all have the same like-minded goals as Ho Chunk people. And so I really like to bring that to our Ho Chunk Community Capital where, you know, I get to meet all kinds of neat people like who we have here today. Yeah,
we'll get to introduction here too, but the Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation is the nonprofit. So you could probably went into a different, you know, probably taught at a university or something, but you wanted to give back to your school. So very proud of you. Thank you for coming up here and introducing to our guests and our friends here. So we'll start with this gentleman. Go for it.
My name is Jason Brummels. I'm with Thor, which stands for Trails Have Our Respect, and I am grateful and honored to be here today. Christine and I met probably going on close to a year, maybe 6-8 months, something more than that. And we've been able to make several trips up here, but we had some mutual partners that brought us together. And we're really here to be in service to this community and whatever its vision of outdoor recreation is. Trails have our respect, so we do lead trails first. And so, and there's a couple reasons behind that. One, trails are the most accessible type of outdoor recreation there is. If we think of the dirt paths leading into the woods or over the hill. But they're also the most demanded in our state, according to the Nebraska Game and Parks statewide outdoor recreation plans and surveys. They're the most used and most demanded infrastructure in our state and in our region. But also historically, for as long as people have been around, trails have what's connected us to the places that we go to worship, to food, to our family, to landmarks, and to nature's beauty itself. So for us, we are just, our goal and our work is about getting children, families, all of us outside and moving within nature, reconnecting to the land and the world around us. And I think there's a lot of similarities, I think, between some of the goals and the visions that Christine and the greater community has talked to us about. So we're just here to support that, and we're on the journey. We're exploring, I think, together with Christine and other partners, and hopefully through the communication of your great show, what the vision is for Winnebago, both the community and the nation, to say, where do we want to go outside? How do we want to use this opportunity or this type of infrastructure for reconnecting with the land, getting outside and moving, keeping our kids busy, after school programs, new economic opportunities? How do we maybe someday make it so the folks that love to walk over to the river or to ride over the river, maybe they don't have to take just gravel roads. Maybe there's a connection point over there. So really helping connect the whole of the Winnebago community, but and get the people moving. So again, we're just here to be in service to whatever the vision is for Winnebago. And I'll turn it over to Chris here, because I've probably been too long.
No, it's a great
already.
introduction. Thank you for that.
No, that's great. Yeah, my name is Christopher Helpcat. I'm the marketing communications director for Thor. As again, you can see if you're on YouTube or Facebook right now, you can see the website.
Yep.
So that's thortrails.org. If you want to know more, newsletter, sign up at the bottom, Instagram, all of the fun stuff. But we're just here, again, thank you for having us here.
Yeah. And Chris, you're the marketing person for this. And we were talking before we went online here, is that we are always looking forward to new marketing techniques to get the word out. But what we found is a lot of people get their information from this radio show. And I know that it's a .org. It's not a .biz. You know what I mean? So tell us a little bit about that. You guys are an organization, right?
I did not touch on that piece. So yes, we are a nonprofit organization. We've been around since 1996. We serve the entirety of the state of Nebraska plus western Iowa, so we serve a pretty big region. Our work helps support outdoor recreation for about 2 million people. And again, there's not enough trails everywhere, so that's something that we're working very hard on, is how do we, especially, and sometimes in rural communities, how do we connect people with outdoor recreation if the infrastructure doesn't exist, but also in urban communities that maybe green spaces have been cut off from people. And so people in the concrete jungle, if you will, how do they reconnect and start to value the earth and the land that's around them? So yes, we are a nonprofit organization, and we are a chapter or a subgroup of the International Mountain Biking Association. Okay. Which really, they have mountain biking in their name. A lot of people do use trails for mountain biking. Cycling right now in outdoor recreation data, cycling is the fastest growing component of outdoor recreation in the United States. But a lot of people use trails for hiking, bird watching, running, all the different things. But yeah, we're an organization that's part of the International Mountain Biking Association. So basically, we operate as them in Nebraska and western Iowa, but we also have the extended resources and extended learnings of best practices for trail-based recreation and development around that throughout the United States and even beyond. So we're fortunate we're based here and we can have these great conversations at a local level, but we also have that backdrop of those larger resources and experiences available to us. And I know Christine and I have looked at different opportunities. We've shared some examples where IMBA or other organizations like ours, or where First Peoples, Native tribes have led their own efforts into trail-based recreation, Navajo Nation, Cherokee. There's all sorts of different examples of where on reservation lands where this type of infrastructure has been developed for community health and wellness, but also as a flywheel for job training, economic development, keeping people living in their own community because they have something to do. We've talked about residents at the tribal college. What is their recreation? What is keeping them busy when they're not studying very hard? So there's all sorts of different pieces to trail-based recreation, which we can, depending on what the vision of Winnebago is, we can spin up and try to support all of those activities based upon our experience across Nebraska and Western Iowa, but also with those resources of best practices across the country.
Nice. Thank you for giving that introduction, the overview, and it's nice to meet you guys. So, Christine, I think that you had a conversation with some of the council members, and is this kind of like maybe a preview? Are we going to get some trails? Are we looking to kind of ask the community, or what's the plan here?
Well, during Winnebago Powell, thanks to our intern, Syed Oxy, we're able to complete a community-wide survey.
Okay.
And obviously the survey kind of shows us what we already know, but it's still important, especially to our tribal council members who really look to the tribal members, for input.
Right.
Not only to know what's going on, but to gather what they need. So that's kind of was the beginning of all of this, along with the connections that were made with Thor and IMBA. And I know some of you guys might, be around the Sioux City area, so you've probably seen some biking up there near Cone Park.
Yep.
And that's kind of the vision, just to get some really fun trails. It could be basic, intermediate, advanced, as the plan goes on. And maybe even have a biking team one day, out of our youth can go and compete, at these, there's tournaments all around us.
Right.
And, a lot of competitive in our families and stuff. So
Sure.
we really would hope, we could get some youth out there, challenging themselves and their own, physical abilities, and then building that, again, the relationships and camaraderie of those good experiences.
One of the things is that in kind of our industry, a lot of far as economic development, of course, we have HCI and stuff, but natives overall, gaming seems to be like the number one economic, but tourism is another one. We just got some land back over there in Iowa and stuff. I think it's it hasn't been touched for a lot of time since, the 1960s and stuff. Anyways, we won that fight. We had to go, it had to be an act of Congress, and the council did an excellent job. A lot of traveling to Washington, D.C., and lo and behold, they end up, by the act of Congress and presidential signature, we got the land back. So it was very cool. But we went over there and toured it. We had to take some pictures.
Yeah.
And there's birds, there's nature.
Bugs.
We were talking about mushroom hunting, you know what I mean? I was just like, man, we need to get that back. So, but our river bottom, I'm sure you guys went down there.
I've been fortunate to get some tours with Jewel.
Jewel Parker.
Jewel took me out. I thought
amazing.
It is. I wasn't sure if she was bringing me back, but Jewel took us out. Yeah, the landscapes here,
right?
Just really what you have here is such a jewel.
Yeah.
In eastern Nebraska. So I don't want to cut you off, but it's really amazing. And so from the tourism standpoint, should this community want it, I think that opportunity is there, especially around outdoor recreation. And, there's a million steps between here and there, but absolutely, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. And I think, too, I have some friends that do those wilderness walk runs, and they paid kind of top dollar, the Ironman, whatever it may be and stuff. They end up, throwing $300 at it and they get like 10,000 people. It's like, wow, if we had maybe a component of putting like we used to do a thing when I worked for NICC called the Ultimate Warrior. Remember the Ultimate American where there's a TV show or whatever, but we did traditional things like you had to go out and do hunting. You had to put up a teepee. You had to ride horseback, and then you had to sing a love song. And everything had a kind of a component to it. You know, there's temptations out there, but you still have to come back and feed your family. So that's what bringing the deer meant, making that your family shelter. So that's what putting up the teepee was. It was a great celebration. But anyways, I was kind of making mention, I'm kind of getting excited here because I could see the vision for that is very cool. But yeah.
Well, I was going to say, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say another important component to this, you know, because HCCDC, we are a nonprofit similar to Thor. There's a lot of moving parts, you know, to each project. And so one of them that we really want to focus on, you know, would be the stewardship of our trails in our plan. You know, really honing the skills of our young leaders who would like to step up. Or we probably have some recreation majors out there, you know, who would want to assist, you know, HCCDC and really take the care of them, you know, so they can really be safe for everybody. And then also the, you know, a tribal member possibly, or a native indigenous person running a bike shop.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're going to need the bike repairs, you know,
Right.
and someone like me, I don't want to have to deal with the bike. I'd rather take it to the shop.
Yep.
But we have a lot of, you know, young people who are trained in those skills already. And so we really hope we could bring a lot of economic development with this.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's because we've talked with Little Priest, and we've had a lot of conversations, and there's so many, you know, Christine kind of told me that a lot of things they perceive as like the hub and spoke model, and the trails can be sort of the hub, and the spokes that we can build up off of them are really to the imagination and the capacity of really your community and partners like us to spin those up. But a couple of interesting factoids about trails. So, because you were talking about economic opportunity, tourism, we've been talking about health a little bit. So the studies out there show that every dollar invested in trails gets a 3-to-1 return on reduced healthcare costs in a community.
Oh, okay.
So
I got you.
if we're looking at, you know, whatever dollar goes in, we get $3 back in healthcare savings. Also, it varies wildly across the country because trail development is community development. We're partners in community development here. Think no piece of infrastructure exists in a vacuum. They need activation programs and all the other amenities around it. But the general understanding of the economic return on investment in trails is every dollar will net you somewhere between $3 and $10 in economic activity. So if we invest $1 in trails, we're going to get $3 back in economic activity. So really it is just a matter of deciding as a community what your vision is and how you want that to be. Some communities want to be very, very developed and highly constructed. You may choose to say we want to preserve as much natural experience as possible in our trail development and as much of our wide open spaces and vistas and not overly construct things. So yeah, it's really, we've talked about trail crews in the summer, like you said, the young people within the community being hired to maintain the trails. I know this is a big thing for you, like the opportunity to build signage along the trails to help with the language.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, so many unique opportunities here, and it really, we're just here in service to that. So however far this vision goes, and it will evolve over time, but we're just thrilled to be here and support beautiful country. We've met so many amazing people here. Even more today. Thank you.
For sure. This is kind of a follow-up to that Breakfast with Council.
Yeah.
And they touched on it a little bit, so there was other questions about the trails and stuff. So I'm glad that you brought this up here, Christine. And Chris and Jason, thank you guys for coming up. One last question that Bethany probably has for you is how to get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, if they wanted to connect or maybe reach out or have some questions of some sort.
Ideas.
How could they get a hold of you?
Well, thortrails.org is the best way. Go to our website. That's sort of our hub of information. There's a lot of information about there about trail development in general. But yeah, you can reach out to us. I mean, my email, my phone number.
We're all
available.
On the website. Yeah,
we're just people that are working in service to communities around the area. So please ask questions. Go ahead.
Christine, is there going to be like maybe a focus group? Are you guys got a committee or anything like that? Like,
So the next step will be meeting with the tribal council. We will be getting on the physical resources meeting, which I believe there's one next Monday. And then we're also located at Woodland Trails, but we have a website, www.hccdc.org. You can find our contact information on there. And then we're really just going to be working with our tribal planning team and the tribal leadership to really, and Jewel Parker, the Wildlife and Parks Department. You know, she's been
Yeah.
along this journey with us since the beginning, and we just really want to, like you said, continue to move forward and jump through all the hoops that'll lead us to, you know, getting this project going. And currently there's the Parks Project, you know, which is going to bring 3 state-of-the-art parks to our community, which, you know, we're all so excited about.
yeah,
So,
yep. The location is going to be, one is going to be in the 2.0, Ho Chunk
Yep.
Village. The other one's going to be out there by Cali. Is that
Kelly Pond, and then the BIA.
The BIA.
Yeah, so that's the Winnebago Tribal Planning Team working with Ho Chunk Inc. Community Development. And that's, I would say, one of the most complex projects going on in the tribe. But, you know, I envision ours will be going down that same path after that one.
Very nice. Very cool. Any shout outs or anything that you guys want to make mention before we let you guys get on your way?
I would say the only detail, and I think we've talked about this a lot, is, you know, it's a bunch of complex moving pieces, and there'll be, you know, the right professional people brought in at whatever the right place is in the process. But I know there's been a lot of concern about trail development around the highway. And I think, you know, as we get these projects moving forward, rest assured, I think we'll work within the community to understand how we're exposing our kids and our families to the highway and making sure that we have safe connections and all those pieces. So I know that there's a lot of questions out there. So please visit our website. I think Christine, I don't want to put you in a place, but I think you're open to questions
For
and
sure,
information about
definitely,
all
yep.
this.
Just come on in and visit, come find me. Pretty much you could ask anybody in Winnebago and they'll know how to get a hold of me. But again, you could, you know, look at our website too. My email's on there.
Okay. All right. Chris, Jason, thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate it. Christine, any shout outs or anything?
I'll give a shout out to my dad, Randy DeCora.
Yeah.
And my mom, Martina DeCora. You know, they have had a really, set a really good example for us growing up. And like you said, you know, your best friend, OC, you know, I want to give a shout out to our other parents, Kay and Hainiga. I'm just really thankful, you know, that we had, you know, some awesome parents like we had, you know, and then gave us these abilities, you know, to really, you know, care about our community and really try to see the bigger picture.
Very cool. Thank you for coming up, Christine. Again, come up anytime. You know, in your role as the CEO over there, we were the executive director. Appreciate and the nonprofit, because I have a, how do you say it, a special place in my heart for the Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation team, because we have, you know, Coach Q, he works over there, and then Michelle comes up and helps us on out. But I used to work for a place called Woodland Trails. But it since went down. It was grant funded, but we used to work with the artisans. And then the transition, went through the Brule, did a lot of Brule, worked for NICC, and then came here to the tribe about 8 years ago. And we started the radio station, and just kind of off running ever since, very new and stuff too. So again, if you have any tips or anything like that, it's marketing, let us know.
Yeah,
So,
I'll reach out to you for sure. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
It's
Thanks,
incredible.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Christine. All right.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
All right, that's gonna be pretty cool.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab them our cards real quick.
Yeah, for sure. So let us know who you guys have for Super Bowl Sunday that's going to be coming up. And Super Bowl Sunday is going to be against the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. I think 2-3 years ago, somewhere along the line, those guys were going head to head. The Eagles came up short and the Chiefs won. So there's a couple factors that I want to talk about. I know that we have the Big Boys Sports Show, but we wanted to make mention that the Chiefs are going to be trying to make history with a 3-peat. Do you think that they will be able to pull it off? They're going to be playing at the Superdome down in New Orleans, NOLA, and that's going to be taking place on Saturday, so we're going to see what happens. Predictions, MCBKC, what do you think? Super Bowl, what's the final score going to be?
Kansas City in a rout.
It's gonna be 23-0.
More like 56-7. I'll give them one. They'll take Patrick out because it's a blowout, and then suddenly they'll score.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I seen on Good Morning America that they had this young, cute kid, and he had a choice from $1,000 or take a little stuffed toy. And he was like, I'll just take the little stuffed toy and stuff. And then here, that ended up getting him tickets to the NFC Championship game where Philadelphia, they end up winning. And so this morning, I think he has like some kind of health conditions and stuff. You know, he has like a minor arthritis or I forgot what they call it. He's constantly in pain.
Okay.
Bradley Cooper comes in. They do this big cheer for the and then all of a sudden they give him this little kid Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, nice.
And they said, do you have any predictions? And Bradley Cooper shut it down. I guess they're very superstitious when it comes to that stuff, you know? They're
They
like,
can
no,
be, yeah.
no, we're
Yes.
just going to say Philadelphia's going to win. No final prediction score or anything like that. So are you guys, you know who I'm going to cheer for? This year, I'm cheering for the food.
That's always a good thing. Yes, it is. It's always wonderful. We've been doing that quite frequently now for the past few years, not forever, but for the past few years. Especially, Sharon's a huge Chiefs fan, and I always say, honestly, I'm like, okay, whatever. But the food part of it, hell yeah.
Yes, and then I'm not even excited for the Super Bowl, man. I mean, like the Super Bowl halftime. I'm a big critic of the Super Bowl halftime.
I
You
love
know
the
me.
commercials.
Yeah, the commercials too. I seen they debuted a couple of them and stuff. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think you're more interested in the Super Bowl halftime show, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
I don't know. I mean, like, so did this guy?
Song of the year? Are you crazy?
But it's like,
Is it a diss
got-
track? Is it a diss track? That is
It is. I mean, it is. It's, and I don't know.
because what is it not like us?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my question is like, does he really have a recognizable enough library?
Oh, he
because
does. Yeah, he
You
does.
think so?
I do.
I see. In my generation, I don't.
I'm
I
very
don't-
biased though, so just
Yeah.
don't mind me.
Yeah. Yep. So, is it safe to say you think Drake ain't gonna be a special guest, or could we put a prop bet on that? If we put $1, Drake would be a special guest. Would that return like $1 million? Is it $1 million to one shot?
why is there like beef or
Oh, yeah,
tea?
they
I have no
just-
idea. I don't
I
follow
thought he was
pulling
dissing
hair.
Drake on that track that he won.
He is, yeah. And they went back and forth.
But
went
they
back
used
and
to be
forth.
friends, or?
So like initially, whenever Drake put out his Take Care album long time ago, he put an artist on there, and there's a track on that Take Care album called Buried Alive,
Buried Alive.
interlude,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people didn't know that was Kendrick Lamar. And my sister Maddie and me, when we were younger, was listening to it, and I for the longest thought it was The Weeknd. And then somehow, I don't know how I found out that it was Kendrick Lamar, but, he was still up and coming at that time. And then he had, I would say, he also collaborated with Drake for Poetic Justice. So
it's a possibility. I'm gonna go look at the sports book and to see if there's halftime, because they do those prop bets.
Sure.
How long is the national anthem gonna last? And they do it like, is it gonna be over 2 minutes or is it gonna be under 2 minutes?
they do little bets like that?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah. And then one is there was one that happened last year is, do you think there's going to be a person that streaks across the football field? And it happened, and it paid off. A guy put like $700 on that, and here it got somebody, sure enough, got tackled.
That was
and
kind of recent, wasn't it? Or not super recent, but
The
But
only
the-
thing I remember was the guy wasn't it like a hot pink Speedo on?
Yeah.
Was it? That's kind of,
I mean, could you, because we do production and stuff, could you imagine like, all right, guys.
I'll be in their ear. Get that shot! No, just kidding.
Because they just, the commentators didn't want to say anything, but they're, there's a little disruption
Just
on
got
there.
quiet.
Oh, what do you think about the last play? But
Oh,
they didn't show it.
I think our commentators would give a play-by-play.
All right, we're just talking about the Super Bowl. So who do you guys got? Put it in the chat. We should give a prize. We got these great calendars here. Go ahead and, I don't know if there's a, show them those calendars from Ho Chunk Renaissance 2025. It's not too late. January, of course, is done, but there's still 11 months to go through. And yeah, it has the Ho Chunk clans. I think they put it on their social media too, so
yeah,
you might
you're
want
right.
to show that. But let's see what says February here. Just kind of want to read some information
I know.
on that
When
one.
I was looking at January, because they had it as the they highlighted the Bear Clan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a member of the Bear Clan, so I just thought it was really awesome. So I was kind of looking through, and yeah, really awesome calendar, put together nicely.
February is known as Last Bear Moon. There you go. And then talks about the Wolf Clan. The Friendship Clan is the Bear. Clan roles for the Wolf Clan is they are shamans, control over the wind, public health and safety, social welfare roles, sanitation, food and water quality scouts, and know about where to move if the tribe ever needed to move. All right.
A lot of good stuff in there. Yep.
Okay.
So.
All right. So, more announcements before we get into today's Super Bowl of the answer is, I guess, right?
Trying to go fast. There's I'm trying to speed around over here, but there are a few things that I need to touch on. So there is a event that's going to be taking place on February 7th, and so we initially were going to have one of the staff members pop up, but he was unfortunately unable to come up. So we wanted to make sure that we highlighted this because it is going to be coming up on the 7th, which is this Friday. And so that is going to be a Meet the Staff luncheon with the Boys and Girls Club of the Ho Chunk Ni Shoch Hachi. Corn soup and fry bread will be served. So this will take place at the Boys and Girls Club on Friday, February 7th, starting at 11:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. You can come and share a meal. You can learn about their program updates and also how they are working to better serve the youth in our Winnebago community. And so if you have any questions, you can call 402-878-2112, or you can go to their website, bgcwinnebago.org.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, let's go. Here we go. It is time. Question number 1.
Yes, and the answer B, this being Milt. All right, so Bethany versus Tyler. So Tyler, it's on in my office, so put on your headphones. I think Kevin was listening to it too. So make sure you have your headphones on. We'll give her a couple of seconds. All right, so question number 1 is the only one without multiple choice, okay?
Okay.
So you just have to give us the answer. It is, you can ask this question all day long, but always get different answers. Yet all of the answers will be correct. What is the question?
I feel like the Riddler. Can you say it again? Sorry.
Yes, you can ask this question all day long, but always get different answers. Yet all of the answers will be correct. What is the question?
I'm gonna say the question is, how are you today?
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm very well, thank you.
Okay.
Hump Hinubo Haje.
So the rest of them do have multiple choice.
Okay.
So, and remember, if you know it outright, you'll get 2 points, and if you get it correct. All right. Question number 2. Super Bowl LIX, which I believe is 59, will be played in New Orleans, Louisiana next weekend. What is the nickname of that great American city? Do you know it
New
outright?
Orleans.
Or do you need the multiple choice?
Do I know it outright? Dang. No, I'm gonna take the multiple choice.
Is it A, the Southern Belle, Belle, B, Southern French Quarter, C, the Big Easy, or D, Jazz Capital Deluxe, Deluxe? The Southern Belle, Southern French Quarter, the Big Easy, Jazz Capital Deluxe.
I'm I don't know. It's between B and D.
Okay.
So I will go with.
Oh, there you go. I love it. Love that. That is like the best music ever.
I'm gonna go with D.
D. Okay, so Bethany picks D. All right, question number 3. In the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Kansas City head coach Andy Reid once coached another NFL team. Which team was it?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
You should have played. Nah, just kidding. Take your multiple choice.
Was it A, the Los Angeles Raiders, B, the New York Jets, C, the Miami Dolphins, or D, the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm gonna say the Eagles.
Letter D? Okay. Question number 4. Nebraska head volleyball coach John Cook shocked the volleyball world by announcing his retirement last week. How many years was he the head coach for the Huskers?
Multiple choice.
20 years, 25 years, 28 years, 31 years.
Ooh, man.
So 20, 25, 28, 31. John Cook was head coach of the Nebraska volleyball team for how many years?
You guys were talking about this during Res Ride. I remember it was because if he's making a big impact, he's done such great work, and it was felt nationwide. And he left, or he retired.
Yes,
He retired.
announced his retirement.
He retired, and it got you and Sharon T in your feels, so it had to be a long time. So I'm gonna say 28.
28. That's letter C.
C.
Okay. So finally, question number 5. In 2001, New Orleans changed the name of its airport to honor one of its famous residents, whose name was given to their international airport.
Which airport?
New Orleans.
New Orleans?
In 2001, New Orleans changed the name of its airport to honor one of its famous residents. Which name was given to their international airport?
Man, I don't know this one.
Multiple choice?
Yeah.
Okay. A. James the Ragin' Cajun Carville. B. Mahalia Jackson. C. Louis Armstrong. D. Truman Capote.
Man, that didn't help me at all.
And I will give you a hint. All of them are residents of Louisiana, but who got the name on the airport? James the Ragin' Cajun Carville, Mahalia Jackson, Louis Armstrong, Truman Capote.
Let's see if anybody.
No, I'm gonna say C.
C. Louis Armstrong?
See if anybody
Okay.
knew that one.
All right, and we do have a tiebreaker if we need it. All right, Tyler's turn at bat. Yeah, so don't forget, guys, we will be having the Winnebago Indian News deadline at normal cycle next time around, so on Tuesday of next week, so a week from today. If you have anything that you want to place into the Winnebago Indian News, you can get a hold of myself or Tyler at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com and submit whatever you would like to see into the Winnebago Indian News.
Oh, I got a comment. We were talking about the dart tournament that happened this weekend. My old lady's team was my mother-in-law, Patrice, and Jamie Moore.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just want to send out a shout out to Jamie Moore and stuff. You know what I mean? She comes in and she's like, man. And I thought she was gonna shoot good, but she didn't really shoot that good.
What did
I'm
she
just
say in the
Jamie
comment?
shot awesome. But she said Garan was just shaking and stuff. It is
Oh my
nerve wracking. It is, man. Like, you don't knock it until you try it, man. I'm telling you what. Like, that concentration to hit. And you look up on YouTube, the championship of darts, man, those guys are just.
Oh, I know. Yeah, just
And it's like 180.
Like
180
nothing.
points.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know how they do it because when I throw mine, you know, I'm trying to get it down and stuff, but
No.
you go to Shields and the guy is like trying to sell me darts and stuff. Oh yeah, this is the feather and all this and that, and you know, and it's just like, well, what does all that mean? So
Yeah.
3 months in, ask me in another year how I'm doing in darts and stuff, and tell you what, man, it's pretty intense. It's pretty cool though. It's
Fun, though.
yeah,
really
it is.
I always have a good time when we play darts.
Yeah, you're a dart player.
I used to be back in the day, yeah.
Did you really?
Yes, yeah. Me and Muff played in the dart league down at
Really?
Horseshoe.
Man, I'm gonna need a sub, so I'm gonna have to call you up.
I can't say it was any good though, dude. It's like, cause you know, we played, and of course that's not why we were there. But yeah, so we enjoyed the atmosphere. Let me say it that way.
Okay,
But
so
Sharon Teed is a good dart player too.
we're gonna go through this. The answer is, and then we're gonna talk about Super Bowl. All right, Super Bowl bets, especially. Kevin told me a little something that might wanna
Yeah,
kind
Tyler's kind of the parlay queen.
Are you really?
Yes, we gotta dig
Guessing
in.
girl bad.
Yes, we got to get into that after.
Well, we were talking about prop bets and stuff, and what the national anthem is it going to be over 2 minutes or is it going to be under 2 minutes? So, say, can you see? You know what I mean? Like, how long is that going to be? Who sings it this year? See, I'm not even excited for the halftime show. I'm like, all right, geez, yeah, Chiefs, okay, yeah, geez, that you know they're back in it and stuff. Philadelphia too. I don't know who the underdog is. I actually don't know. I didn't check the.
I never saw it yet. I haven't.
But who do you got? I mean, like, what would be a great bet? You know what I mean?
No, I just mess around on DraftKings and sports something. I don't know.
Did you?
I've been getting very close.
Really?
Yeah,
It's just
for
gotta get
some
over that
reason.
line. Gotta
Yeah.
get over that line. Okay, here we go.
All right, so question number 1 is the only one without multiple choice.
Uh-oh.
Okay? So it's just your answer. And it is, you can ask this question all day long, but always get different answers. Yet all of the answers will be correct. What is the question?
What time is it?
And that is the answer.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, she
what
got it.
time is
I was
it?
thinking of it when
ding,
you
ding,
said
ding,
it.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
Tyler comes
What'd you say?
firing out of the gate.
How are you?
How are you? Yep, so,
Just nice.
yeah. Okay, so the rest of them have multiple choice.
Right,
Okay?
don't forget about your lifeline.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Bethany had
Oh,
the
yeah.
lifeline.
She did.
Because she won.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Question number 2 then. Super Bowl LIX 59 will be played in New Orleans, Louisiana next weekend. What is the nickname of that great American city?
Okay, let me get the multiple.
It's
A.
this weekend, right? Is it this weekend?
No, the next weekend. Well, the coming.
Yes, this Sunday.
Yep.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes.
A. The Southern Belle, Belle. B. Southern French Quarter. C. The Big Easy. D. Jazz Capital Deluxe. DELUXE.
Feels like they're gassing themselves up.
So-
I'm gonna cash in my
Are you?
help. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
So is it A. The Southern Belle, B. Southern French Quarter, C. The Big Easy, D. Jazz Capital Deluxe?
Any comments?
Let's see here. Just Jamie cussing me up, but that one I was on YouTube. But let me look on. So she needs your help, guys. She's going for a Super Bowl party or something.
Yes. So
And does anybody know the nickname of New Orleans?
yes, the
Put
nickname.
it in the comments.
The nickname of the great American city: the Southern Belle, Southern French Quarter, the Big Easy, Jazz Capital Deluxe.
Where's Cisco? Call him, tag him.
I don't know. Is Kevin still here?
No.
Can you call?
Should I call somebody?
Yeah, you're gonna have to call somebody.
Can you phone a friend?
Can you phone a friend?
I should have set somebody up before I came in here. Oh, man.
None of them will pick up.
I know.
I know.
Send to voicemail.
Do not disturb.
I don't want to be on there.
No
Nothing.
comments? No comments?
No comments
No.
coming in.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to take a guess.
Okay. Just let
So
your win
the Southern Belle,
office manager.
Southern
out to
French
dry.
Quarter, the Big Easy, Jazz Capital Deluxe.
C and D seem carried away. Like, I'm gonna say B.
D, same
No,
as
B.
B. Okay. The
What's B?
B is Southern French Quarter. So final answer with that. Yep. So Bethany
B.
guessed Jazz Capital Deluxe. Tyler guessed Southern French Quarter. And
Is it the Big Easy?
Yep, it is the Big Easy.
I thought that one was too much. I was like, gee.
Yes. Okay, so neither one got that correct. All right, question number 3. In the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Kansas City head coach Andy Reid once coached another NFL team. Which team was it?
Ooh.
Was it A, the Los Angeles Raiders, B, the New York Jets, C, the Miami Dolphins, or D, the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm gonna say the Eagles.
So you're both guessing D, and you are both correct. Yes, it's kind of a strange little
Getting
trivia
close
there,
here.
yeah, because Andy is affiliated with both teams.
All right. Fourth quarter.
Yes, fourth question. Nebraska head volleyball coach John Cook shocked the volleyball world by announcing his retirement last week. How many years was he the head coach for the Huskers?
And you told me yesterday.
Multiple choice if you need it.
Good thing for you, I forget.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the multiples.
A, 20 years, B, 25 years, C, 28 years, D, 31 years.
28.
C, 28? All right, you both guessed C, 28, and you're both incorrect. It is 25 years.
Oh, I thought that was 25. Dang it. Whoops.
So 2 incorrect answers. Okay, and then finally, question number 5.
Overtime.
In 2001, New Orleans changed the name of its airport to honor one of its famous residents.
Oh, yeah.
Which name was given to their international airport?
You get the multiple.
And the hint that I gave is all of them are Louisiana residents. So was it A, James the Ragin' Cajun Carville, B, Mahalia Jackson, C, Louis Armstrong, D, Truman Capote? C, Louis Armstrong? And you are both correct. Louis Armstrong did
What
get
the
the name.
heck?
Yes.
Your little brain.
Yep. So, yeah, Tyler on the natural it comes out 3-2. So
I guess the first one, right?
Yep.
You won. There you go.
Everybody
So,
start clapping.
Super Bowl
Yes.
week.
The tie-breaking question was also associated, and it was Louisiana is named for French King Louis XIV when French explorers claimed, quote-unquote, the territory for France. Which title does not befit someone from Louisiana? And the choices were Creole, Cajun, Louisianian, Bayou Kid.
Probably the Bayou Kid, right?
Louisianian.
Okay.
First it sounded like seasoning. But
Well, yeah. It's either that one or that one. Louisiana Kid or Bayou Kid. Because Creole, isn't that the language or something?
Creole is a mixture of French and Spanish heritage.
Yep. And then Cajun?
Cajun is also a French derivative of the Acadians who came from
you guys
Quebec.
ever heard of Creole?
Okay, so what was the question again?
Louisiana is named for French King Louis XIV when French explorers claimed the territory for France.
Yeah.
Which title does not befit someone from Louisiana?
Bayou Kid.
I'm gonna do that,
Was
Louisiana.
Creole, Cajun, Louisianian,
Yeah,
Bayou
It
Kid.
has to be very close, but go ahead.
They were all
You're all wrong.
Oh,
Yes.
dang. I have to put that in a prop bet, huh? Okay, predictions, guys. Predictions. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, DJ Bethany. Who you rolling with? Are you team fly, Eagles fly, or I'm not even going to do the chant.
No,
I'm
I don't
not
like
even
the
gonna do-
Eagles.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like the Eagles, so I love you, Auntie Sharon Tweed. I'm rolling with my fam. I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right, we got a Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs also.
Chiefs. Of course, you didn't wear your red today, you know what I mean? But yeah, MCBKC is gonna go. Okay, all right. So if I win, when I win Philadelphia Eagles, you guys gotta buy me lunch. Shake.
Nobody should.
But if we win,
Yeah, I'll buy you guys lunch.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
do it.
All right. Shake.
like those odds.
Let's go Eagles. Saquon Barkley. Remember the name. Your MVP. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna be like, yes, let's go. What we're gonna have? Let's see here. I don't know. Anyways, but
Brussels sprouts.
I know those were good, right?
Oh, no.
They were good.
thank you guys for joining us here for Winnebago Talks every Tuesday. If you want to be a special guest with ours, if you have some news or if you have some information, make sure you come and talk to DJ Bethani, and then also email us, KWTN@WinnebagoTribe.com. We appreciate free tax filing assistance is going to be happening this Saturday. We have the people from Thor that come up here and joined us. It's good to meet them. Looking forward to that.
I know when you said that, I almost said Hemsworth. No. Sorry.
And then we have the information. Make sure you guys pick up your calendars. And if you guys want any posters, Last Bare Moon posters too, you can stop up here. Help us pass the word out
Yes.
about
Yes.
Last Bare Moon, and we look forward to having a great celebration. This year is, I know the committee is working hard. I think we're going to be doing a pre-sale on the T-shirts, and that's a fundraiser for the Last Bare Moon that goes into them. And then this year, the juniors and the teens are going to be dancing under the spotlight. So
Good one.
make sure that the youth are going to be honored this year and check them on out. So it's going to be a good time. And the live streaming. Make sure you guys subscribe to
Our Big Voice YouTube channel. So it's KWTN, the Big Voice 1009.
shout outs before we get off the air.
I want to send a shout out to my nephew Adrian. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Age. I love you.
Yes, 365 days.
Just real random. Shout out to my nephew. You guys' ears pierced.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was real brave about it. He didn't cry.
Wow, that is
Also, I
cool.
think it's your Vegas birthday, isn't it?
Oh my God, I'm terrible. I just messaged him too. Well, I told him, so he won't listen to this. But happy birthday, Wakhan.
Yeah, right on.
Terrible.
That's really. Just another shout out. Happy belated birthday to my daughter Savannah. I can't believe I have a kid that old.
Yes. I want to send a shout out to Mimi, the twins. They went down to Seminole, Florida.
Nice.
And they danced. We watched them on live stream, and then Onipa went up to Founders Day and danced in the teen grass and stuff. You know what I mean? And so it was really cool. Then, which kind of wanted to share a little story and stuff, is that we were watching them on the live streams. Little Callie, she wants to powwow, so she goes into the closet, grabs her little outfit bag, opens it up, and puts her dress on and starts dancing to the live stream.
That's cute.
That's the way to go with that. The squirrel moment with that is, do they still make the Seminole jackets?
Yeah, those are
my
wonderful.
gosh! If you never saw one, the first time I ever saw one, Andy Thundercloud had one on, and I was like, man, they are.
It's like their beadwork.
Love. Yes,
It's like it's a certain patchwork or something, right?
They're amazing. And I didn't know if they still made them and whatever. So
For sure. So
Real
but-
quick, I have a squirrel moment too,
Yep.
because he will probably slap me on the back of my head if I don't say something. But I also seen it's someone's birthday today.
Who?
Our camera operator, what is it, MVP, our Respin camera operator, 101, hashtag
Choka.
best
Really?
yeah,
Really?
Bagel Bill. It's his birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, Bill. Go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Red Spin 101 right there.
Dill pickles for everyone.
Thank you guys for joining us. You have a good rest of your day.